You are trying to lure yourself into a relationship using deceitful tactics and resorting to dishonesty, manipulation, and I am going to expose your ways. 1. You use deception to fulfill your physical or emotional needs without committing to a long-term relationship. You may be seeking a casual or short-term relationship, but you don't want to be honest with your partner about your intentions. This leads to feelings of betrayal and hurt when the deception is uncovered. 2. You use deception to seek financial benefits from your partner. You may be looking for someone to pay your bills, buy you gifts, or support you financially. This can be particularly harmful when the victim is financially vulnerable, such as when they have limited resources or are going through a difficult financial situation. 3. To boost your own self-worth. You have low self-esteem and use relationships to feel validated and important. This leads to a pattern of seeking out multiple partners and using deception to keep them all interested, rather than being honest and open about your intentions. 4. You have a fear of being alone and will do whatever it takes to avoid being single. You use deception to convince your partner to stay with you, even if the relationship is unfulfilling or unhealthy. 5. You feel insecure about your own attractiveness or desirability and make yourself appear more appealing to potential romantic partners, for example, lying about your job, income, or physical appearance and presenting a false persona to gain the other person's interest. You are also trying to avoid rejection or abandonment in a relationship and present a false persona to make yourself more appealing to the other person. 6. You use power and control over your romantic partner through emotional manipulation, gaslighting, or using threats or intimidation to maintain control. You may be monitoring their activities, isolating them from loved ones, or causing fear to question their sanity or reality. Gaslighting involves denying facts, minimizing experiences, falsely accusing, or withholding affection to create self-doubt. 7. You avoid intimacy in a relationship. This could involve lying about your feelings or intentions or creating distance between yourself and your partner to avoid becoming too emotionally involved. 8. You struggle with addiction to drugs, alcohol, or other substances and may use deception as a means of supporting your addiction. This could involve lying about your substance use, stealing money or resources from your partner, or engaging in risky behaviors to obtain drugs or alcohol. 9. You have experienced trauma or may struggle with mental health issues such as depression or anxiety and may use deception as a coping mechanism. This could involve lying to yourself or others about your feelings or experiences or engaging in self-destructive behaviors as a means of coping with your pain. You may also have experienced childhood trauma or abuse and may struggle with trust and protecting yourself from potential harm in a relationship. 10. In your culture or religion, there may be expectations or restrictions surrounding dating and relationships, and you may use deception to hide your romantic relationships from your family or community, or to pursue relationships that are not socially or religiously acceptable. You may feel pressured from society or your peer group to be in a romantic relationship, even if you are not truly interested in the other person. You do this to avoid social stigma or criticism. 11. You struggle with social skills or have difficulty forming connections with others and you are trying to appear more confident or interesting to potential partners. 12. You have low emotional intelligence and struggle with identifying and managing your own and others' emotions, and this results in avoiding emotional discomfort or conflict in your relationships. 13. You are codependent, where you excessively rely on your partner for emotional or physical needs and you may use deception to maintain the relationship or to avoid conflict, even if it is harmful to you or your partner. 14. You are seeking revenge from past hurt or betrayal, causing feelings of anger or resentment towards a previous partner. It can manifest as spreading rumors, lying about character, or abusive behavior. You may also seek revenge on your partner for perceived wrongs or betrayals. 15. You are addicted to drama and chaos as a way to create conflict or excitement in your relationships as you are unable to form healthy, stable relationships. 16. You fear of change and you may be ignorant, prideful and lack humility and be resistant to growth or development, and this creates power imbalances and a sense of superiority over your partner, as you may prioritize maintaining the status quo or making positive or necessary changes. 17. You may be envious or jealous and might spread rumors or engage in abusive behavior towards their partner's perceived romantic rivals. 18. You may have a sexual addiction, which is a rare condition characterized by compulsive sexual behavior and a lack of control over sexual impulses and may lead you to engage in risky or harmful sexual behavior. 19. Mental health conditions such as sociopathy, borderline personality disorder, and schizophrenia may cause individuals to use deceitful tactics to pursue romantic partners. Examples include disregarding the feelings of others and lacking remorse for harmful actions, abusive behavior, unstable and impulsive moods, intense fear of abandonment, and delusional or disordered thinking that leads to feeling threatened. 20. You may have a history of being cheated on or hurt in past relationships and use deception as a means of protecting yourself from potential hurt or betrayal. This could involve being overly suspicious of your partner or lying to them to test their loyalty. However, this behavior can ultimately sabotage the relationship and lead to feelings of mistrust and hurt for both parties involved. 21. You have a history of being emotionally or physically abused and use deception as a means of protecting yourself from further harm. This could involve lying to your partner about your whereabouts or activities as a way to avoid being controlled or punished. 22. You are dealing with issues related to sexual orientation or gender identity and use deception to avoid coming out or facing discrimination or rejection from family or society. 23. You have unrealistic expectations of what a relationship should be and use deception to manipulate your partner into fulfilling those expectations. This could involve lying about your own interests or preferences or pressuring your partner to conform to your expectations. 24. You have a history of infidelity and use deception as a way to continue engaging in extramarital or extrapersonal affairs without being caught or facing consequences. Don't just watch and enjoy. Be a part of the mission and help me touch more lives by liking, sharing, and subscribing.